All right, summertime, full swing here, North Alabama. Hot, humid, and it's peach season right now, so life's pretty good on that front. And a lot of fresh tomatoes. And my latest go-to meal is a sourdough bread, toasted, and then a little bit of spicy mustard on one side if I'm feeling crazy. I'll spread a little hummus on the other, fresh tomatoes, romaine, cucumber. I'm not a big mayonnaise guy, so I pass on that, and it's just great. It's light, and it's just fantastic. Oh, there's a good breeze right there. Nice. And anyway, went to the beach last month. Went down to Destin to spend some time with the kids and the grandkids on the beach, and we drove south on I-65, and as we were driving south to the beach, we listened to a lot of, we found this old Jimmy Buffett, well, it's not an old album, it's a collection of tracks that Buffett had recorded, and then they had sort of gone missing, I guess, or they were actually in a studio in Nashville, and the backstory is a guy is cleaning out the studio in Nashville, and he finds all these tapes and sends them to Jimmy. Anyway, and then Buffett goes through them, plays them, they cleaned them up, and Jimmy's telling stories about the early days, his career of performing, and then songwriting and coming to Nashville and all that. And of course, he talks about his influences, and he talks about Gordon Lightfoot at some length. And one of the songs he does, I think it was a cover of a Gordon Lightfoot song, or it may have been a song of Jimmy's that he did. And anyway, the point I'm making is that when you hear it, you hear how young he is, and you can hear how he's emulating one of his heroes. It's trying to sound like Gordy. Anyway, we stopped in Clanton on the way down and got some peaches. So yeah, just eating peaches and driving south on I-65 and going to the beach and thinking about this song in particular, Changes in Latitudes, because there's something about those. Some of you asked about this guitar. This is a Jimmy Buffett signature model from Martin. They made a couple hundred of them in 2003, and I was fortunate enough after my mom died to pick one of these up. The cool thing about this one is that Jimmy actually held this one, and he wrote a personal note on the label. And the story was that he was at a trade show, and the Martin rep had one of these, and it was in Philadelphia. And so Jimmy wrote, this is a Philly guitar, happy 4th of July. And then he signed it, in addition to the basic label. Anyway, it's a great little guitar, little 12-fret mahogany, back and sides, Sitka spruce top with some neat little inlays, and just a fantastic guitar, really. The sound these things put out is amazing. I had played one many, many years ago, probably not long after they came out, in a local music shop, and when I played it, I thought, oh God, this thing is really, it did that thing where it hits you in the chest or in the stomach when you're playing it. And of course I didn't have any money then, and so I couldn't move on it, and that guitar sort of haunted me. And things came to pass, and I was fortunate, and I'm privileged to have this guitar. But it's a great tune, a great guitar, stays in tune, easy to play, and anyway, let's do this one. I took off for a weekend last month just to try and recall all of the faces and all of the places, wondering where they all disappeared. I didn't ponder the question too long. I was hungry and went out for a bite. Ran into a chum with a bottle of rum, and we wound up drinking all night. It's those changes in latitudes, Nothing remains quite the same. With all of our running and all of our cunning, if we couldn't laugh, we would all go insane. Reading departure signs in some big airport reminds me of the places I've been. Visions of good times that brought so much pleasure make me want to go back again. If it suddenly ended tomorrow, I could somehow adjust to the fall. Good times and riches and son of a bitches, I've seen more than I can recall. It's these changes in latitudes, changes in attitudes, nothing remains quite the same. All of the islands and all of the highlands, if we couldn't laugh, we would all go insane. I think about Paris when I'm high on red wine. I wish I could jump on a plane. So many nights I just dream of the ocean. God, I wish I was sailing again. Oh, yesterdays are over my shoulder, so I can't look back for too long. There's just too much to see waiting in front of me, and I know that I just can't go wrong. With these changes in latitudes, changes in attitudes, nothing remains quite the same. With all of my running and all of my cunning, if we couldn't laugh, I just would go insane. If we couldn't laugh, we just would go insane. If we weren't all crazy, we would go insane. And Mom's chimes, of course.